Many people don't realize this, but constant masturbation and pornography can silently destroy your progress in life. It pulls your focus away from your dreams, kills your motivation, and leaves you trapped in a cycle of distraction. Instead of using your energy to build your future, you waste it on temporary pleasure. And the truth is, every time you give in, you're training your brain to seek shortcuts instead of chasing real success.
Some people will tell you that masturbation and pornography are completely normal, that it's even healthy for you. Social media influencers push it as harmless fun. And yes, some scientists argue it helps with stress or improves sleep. But let's be real, rubbish. If it was truly good, would it leave so many young people trapped in addiction, drained of confidence, and unable to focus on their goals? If it was truly healthy, why is it always done in secret, behind closed doors, hidden from everyone else? Remember this: whatever is done in silence, in shame, and in hiding, is a sign it's not good for your soul. Porn doesn't build you, it breaks you. It doesn't free you, it chains you. It tricks your brain with fake pleasure, while stealing the real joy of life and relationships.
How it affects the brain. First, dopamine flooding. Your brain has a chemical called dopamine, the reward hormone. Normally, dopamine motivates you to chase real goals: study, work hard, build relationships, exercise. But pornography hijacks this system. It gives you a massive dopamine spike without effort. Your brain gets addicted to the shortcut. Instead of chasing real-life success, it keeps chasing fake pleasure.
Second, desensitization.
Over time, the brain stops responding to normal levels of dopamine. What does that mean? Ordinary things like studying, working, or even spending time with real people no longer excite you. You become numb. To feel the same high, you need more extreme content. More time wasted and real life feels boring.
The next, brain rewiring. Scientists call it neuroplasticity. Your brain literally rewires itself to expect instant gratification. This destroys focus and discipline. Instead of building patience, your brain becomes addicted to quick rewards. And that's why many porn users struggle with exams, careers, and even relationships.
Also, stress and anxiety. It doesn't stop there. Pornography changes how your brain reacts to stress. Because you're always chasing an escape, you lose resilience. Small problems feel overwhelming. Anxiety grows. Depression creeps in. That's why many people who consume porn regularly report low self-esteem and social anxiety.
What about relationships and love? Porn tricks the brain into expecting fake perfection. Real human relationships feel less exciting compared to unrealistic videos. This damages marriages, dating life, and even friendships. People become isolated, chasing fantasy instead of reality.
Let's bring it back to daily life. Your energy drops. Your focus on studies or work is broken. Your sleep pattern is ruined. You begin to feel guilt and shame after each act. This guilt eats away at your confidence. Instead of walking with your head high, you walk with a burden inside. You know you're wasting your strength, but you feel trapped. That is how millions of young people are losing their best years, addicted to a screen, instead of building their dreams.
Let me tell you a story. There was once a boy named Daniel. From childhood, Daniel was bright. He had dreams of becoming a doctor one day, and his parents were proud of him. He loved books, loved answering questions in class, and teachers often praised him for being focused and intelligent. But as Daniel grew older, life started changing. He reached secondary school, and that's where the pressure came. His friends started introducing him to new things: music, games, social media, and eventually, temptations he had never known before. At first, Daniel resisted. He wanted to stay sharp, to stay disciplined, to keep chasing his dreams. But pressure has a way of creeping in slowly. One day, one of his classmates handed him a phone and said, "You have to watch this, it's fun." At first Daniel hesitated, but curiosity got the better of him. That was the day he first saw pornography. He told himself it was nothing, just one video, just one time. But it never stopped at one time. Slowly, he began to go back to it. After school, instead of studying, he would open his phone in secret. Instead of focusing on his goals, he started chasing pleasure in silence. At first, he didn't notice the change, but little by little, Daniel's sharpness began to fade. He couldn't focus in class the way he used to. His memory grew weaker. The motivation that once made him shine started disappearing. And the saddest part, he could feel it happening, but he couldn't stop. As the months passed, Daniel became a shadow of his former self. His grades began to drop. Teachers who once praised him began to ask, "What happened to you? You used to be one of the best." His parents noticed too. They had high expectations, but now they saw their son slipping into laziness, distraction, and guilt. Daniel felt shame. He would look at his parents and feel like he was failing them. He wanted to stop, but the videos had trapped his mind. His dreams of becoming a doctor began to fade away. Every time he tried to study, his thoughts would pull him back to those images. He hated himself for it, but he kept going back. Opportunities passed him by. Scholarships he could have applied for, he missed them. Exams he should have excelled in, he failed them. His friends moved ahead, but Daniel was stuck. And inside, he felt the weight of regret, the pain of knowing he was capable of so much more. But pornography had chained him down. But here's where Daniel's story began to change. One day, after another night of wasting time and feeling empty, Daniel looked in the mirror and asked himself a hard question. Is this who I want to be for the rest of my life? He thought of his childhood dreams. He thought of his parents' sacrifices. He thought of all the times he wasted, all the chances he had lost, and he knew if he didn't fight back now, his future would be gone forever.
So Daniel made a decision. He decided that every time temptation came, he would try to resist, even if it was just for one day. At first, it was hard. He failed many times. But slowly, step by step, he began to say no. He deleted apps that triggered him. He started exercising, reading, praying, and surrounding himself with better influences. Every day was a battle, but every victory gave him more strength. Little by little, the fog began to lift. His mind grew clearer. His confidence returned. He began to focus again on his studies and his goals. But let's be honest, Daniel had already lost many opportunities. He had missed years of progress, and that was painful. He knew he could never get that time back. But instead of letting the pain destroy him, he used it as fuel. He told himself, "I have already paid the price with wasted time. I will not waste any more. My future depends on what I do now." And slowly, Daniel began to rebuild. It wasn't easy, but step by step, he was becoming free. This is the lesson from Daniel's life. Pornography promises pleasure, but delivers pain. It steals your time, your focus, your opportunities. It leaves you ashamed before the people who believe in you. But if you fight back, if you refuse to stay a slave, you can rise again. You can reclaim your mind, your energy, and your destiny.
Listen to me, my dear friend. If you truly want to succeed in life, you must face this truth. Pornography is not harmless, it is poison. I will give you 50 painful reasons why you must stop it today. Open your heart, because these are lessons many only realize after regret. The pain on your mind. 1. It weakens your memory. Your brain becomes overloaded with images that add no value. A boy once brilliant in his studies couldn't recall simple formulas during exams because his head was filled with lustful scenes. 2. It destroys focus. You sit with a book for hours, but your eyes read while your mind drifts back to videos you watched last night. Focus that should build your dreams gets stolen. 3. It rewires your brain to seek shortcuts. Success requires patience and effort, but porn teaches your brain to crave quick pleasure with zero work. Slowly, you lose the hunger to chase real goals. 4. It floods your mind with dirty images. Even when you want to concentrate at school, in church, or during work, sudden flashbacks distract you. You can't control when they appear, because your brain is already programmed. 5. It kills creativity. Your imagination, once a tool for innovation, becomes polluted with lust. Instead of creating new ideas, you replay dirty fantasies in your head. 6. It makes learning harder. A young girl once loved reading stories, but after months of porn addiction, she could no longer enjoy books. Her attention was too broken to focus on the pages. 7. It feeds procrastination. You keep saying, I'll study later, I'll work later, but that later never comes, because the screen steals your time first. 8. It makes you restless. 3 hours of porn feels easy, but 20 minutes of studying feels impossible. That's how your brain gets enslaved. 9. It increases anxiety. You feel nervous in conversations, worried that others can sense your hidden life. Even when nobody knows, guilt whispers inside you. 10. It breeds depression. After every act, you're left empty. The high fades, and you begin to wonder, what's wrong with me? That sadness grows heavy over time.
The pain on your body. 11. It drains your energy. Instead of waking up strong, you wake up tired and weak, because your strength was wasted in secret. 12. It ruins your sleep cycle. You stay up at midnight watching, then oversleep in the morning. You arrive late, and opportunities slip away. 13. It reduces stamina. A once energetic athlete now struggles to run because his energy is spent online instead of on the field. 14. It can cause erectile dysfunction. Many young men discover they cannot perform with real partners because their brain is conditioned to respond only to screens. 15. It kills natural desire. Real people stop exciting you. Instead, you crave unrealistic videos that no real relationship can match. 16. It damages hormones. You notice mood swings, sometimes too excited, sometimes too low, because your body chemistry is imbalanced. 17. It lowers self-confidence. You avoid activities, like sports or social events, because deep down, you feel weak and ashamed. 18. It makes you look dull. Your eyes lose their spark. People may not know why, but they notice the lack of glow in you. 19. It wastes vital energy. The same energy that could help you learn skills, work hard, or build dreams is poured into emptiness. 20. It chains you like a drug. You promise to stop. You cry and beg yourself to stop. But tomorrow, the urge drags you back.
The pain on your heart. 21. It fills you with shame. You quickly minimize tabs when someone walks in, terrified that your secret will be discovered. 22. It makes you feel unworthy. Even when praised, you feel like a fraud, whispering inside, if they knew the real me, they wouldn't respect me. 23. It isolates you. Friends invite you out, but you'd rather lock yourself in a room alone with a phone. 24. It destroys innocence. That childlike joy, that pure view of the world, is replaced with lustful thoughts you never asked for. 25. It brings constant guilt. You try to pray, but your conscience condemns you. You feel distant from God, from peace, from yourself. 26. It steals happiness. You laugh in public, but inside you carry a heavy sadness you cannot explain. 27. It makes you live a double life. Smiling outside, dying inside. Pretending to be fine while battling a secret war. 28. It disconnects you emotionally. When someone shares their feelings, you can't connect. Your emotions are numbed by the screen. 29. It makes you objectify others. Instead of seeing classmates or colleagues as human beings, you see them as objects for your lust. 30. It kills compassion. Porn makes you selfish. It trains you to take pleasure, not give love.
What about the pain on your future? 31. It steals your time. Time is life. The 3 hours you waste today are 3 hours you can never recover. 32. It ruins your studies. A once top student fails his exams, not because he is dumb, but because porn stole his concentration. 33. It blocks your career. You can't build expertise or skills if every night is wasted online. Employers look for discipline, but you lack it. 34. It makes you lazy. Others wake up chasing their goals. You wake up chasing screens. 35. It lowers ambition. Your dreams fade because you no longer believe you're capable of greatness. 36. It wastes your youth. Those golden years, your 20s, pass by, leaving you with nothing to show. 37. It kills discipline. If you cannot control yourself in secret, How will you control money, marriage, or leadership? 38. It makes you fearful of responsibility. Deep down, you feel too weak to handle big opportunities. So you shrink back. 39. It costs opportunities. You miss scholarships, jobs, or promotions because you are always tired, distracted, or unprepared. 40. It delays destiny. You arrive late to your calling. While others are already living their dreams, you are still crawling out of addiction.
Now the pain on your relationships. 41. It breaks trust. A girlfriend, boyfriend, or spouse finds out and respect vanishes in an instant. 42. It makes you dissatisfied. No real person can match the unrealistic images you consume. You grow bored in real relationships. 43. It creates false expectations. You demand things in sex or love that are unhealthy or impossible, leaving partners hurt. 44. It ruins marriages. Countless families have broken apart because one partner was addicted to porn. 45. It makes you avoid people. You skip family dinners, outings, and events because you prefer hiding in shame. 46. It fills your mind with lust. You can't see a classmate, colleague, or stranger without sexualizing them. 47. It kills respect. Women and men stop being humans in your eyes. They become tools for your fantasy. 48. It makes you selfish. Love is about giving. Porn trains you to only take. 49. It ruins reputation. Imagine your boss or teacher catching you watching porn. Your name is destroyed. 50. It disappoints loved ones. Your parents sacrificed everything for your future. If they discovered your secret, their hearts would break.
My dear, I did not list these 50 reasons to scare you, but to wake you up. Pornography is a silent thief. It steals your mind, your body, your heart, your future, and your relationships. But you can rise again. Others have broken free, and so can you. Every day you resist, you win back your dignity. Every time you say no, you take back your destiny. Don't let this habit write your story. Write your own. A story of discipline, purity, success, and freedom. Your future is waiting. Don't let pornography steal it. So here's the truth. Pornography and masturbation don't give life. They steal it. They don't build confidence. They destroy it. They don't bring freedom. They bring slavery. But you don't have to stay in that cycle. Every day you fight back, you grow stronger. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you take back control. Remember this: your future is worth more than 5 minutes of pleasure. Your destiny is bigger than a habit. Don't waste your fire on screens. Redirect it to your dreams. And the next time you're tempted, remind yourself whatever is done in silence, in shame, is not your path to greatness. Choose growth. Choose freedom. Choose life. Asterisk.